Rhythm Heaven is a rhythm-based game series released and developed by Nintendo. The first Rhythm Heaven game is called Rhythm Tengoku, and it was never released anywhere but Japan. That was followed by Rhythm Heaven DS, my first Rhythm Heaven game. That was followed by Rhythm Heaven Fever, Rhythm Heaven Megamix, and the up-and-coming Rhythm Heaven Groove. I'm not gonna go through the details of explaining what Rhythm Heaven is because I actually have a video releasing soon, which is about the entirety of Rhythm Tengoku, so look forward to that, I guess. This is a detour because I just realized how many minigames to Rhythm Tengoku is never talked about again, which got me looking into what are like the most forgotten Rhythm Heaven minigames of all time. So that is what we're doing today. So I don't know how everyone else defines a forgotten minigame, but I define it by, you know, how forgettable is this minigame? Does anyone else ever talk about these? That's how I define it. And there's quite a few I can think of that like nobody ever mentions. Maybe some people know what these are, and some of these might be some people's favorite game. But to me, I've never heard a single soul ever speak of this game when they talk about Rhythm Heaven, or never have I seen any fan art or anything about that. Granted, I am not that in depth within the Rhythm Heaven community. I mainly stick to myself, but I can straight up tell you, man, these games I've never heard, I never hear about, and some of them I straight up forgotten myself. So with that much said, let's get on to the forgotten minigames. This is not gonna go in any kind of order or anything like that because I don't even know how to rank these, but I'm gonna say the ones that I think were forgotten and never put in any of the other games because they're forgotten, or were just straight up forgotten and nobody freaking cares about them. Alright, let's start with the most well-known forgotten minigame, which is definitely not hypocrisy. Let's start with Maho Sukai, which is probably the most well-known forgotten Rhythm Heaven game. The name that the fans call this is Wizard Waltz, but it's not the official name because it doesn't have an official name. The game was never translated into English, so technically the official name is Maho Sukai, but whatever. In this game, it's a little wizard boy who is blooming flowers for the lonely girl. And I just want to say that this game, people like to say that, oh, I wish this game exists, you know, as a joke, and then saying like it's the most forgotten game, but technically it's the most well-known forgotten Rhythm Heaven game because everyone knows what it is and everyone jokes about it. So how is it forgotten if everyone makes jokes about it? I would say this is probably a decently well-known one since people joke about it all the time. I know Nintendo forgot about it, but you know, it's the most well-known forgotten minigame. I don't know how forgotten this one is, but I don't ever usually hear about it, but I think more people should talk about it because the song is like an actual banger, okay? It is the Bonodori. You play as the Dawn Pants, specifically the red-haired girl in the corner, and you have to clap along to the song in the right rhythm. And let me just say, the song is the best song out here. I don't hear it talked about much, so I'm gonna say it's mostly forgotten. They don't talk about it. No one else really talks about it. But I love this game. It deserves more love than what it has, okay? Tram and Pauline, which is the trampoline game. You guys are furries, essentially, and you jump up and you transform into foxes, and then back into humans, and then back into foxes. And nope, I've never heard of this game until I played Rhythm Tengoku myself. So, like, I would say it's pretty forgotten. When you look at all the things about Rhythm Heaven, I've never seen these people a day in my life. So I would deem it as decently forgotten myself. This is possibly the most forgettable Rhythm Heaven game. Some people may disagree with me, but this is one of the most forgotten ones of all freaking time. It is called Hanabi, or Fireworks. This is such a lame one that I'm not surprised if you've never heard of it. And I'm probably gonna forget about it in just a few... What were we talking about again? Rap men. This one deserves more love. Rap men and rap women. I love this one. These are like actually top tier ones. And I'm so sad that there's no such thing as a different one. I know this is very similar to like DJ School, but it's with the rap men. Why can't I get a mixture of DJ School and rap men? I think that would be the most perfect combination of all time. This needs to come back in Rhythm Heaven Groove because this game does not deserve to be forgotten. And look at their 3D models. Beautiful. Switching over to the DS game, we have a Moai Doo-Wop, which I like to lovingly call Maui Maui Doo-Wop. Is this as forgotten as some of the other minigames? I genuinely don't know. I've never heard of anyone talk about this game. I have recently seen that there are people who hate this game, and you know what? Yeah, I agree. This game sucks. Like, it just sucks. And then I learned it's one of Sunku, his favorite games, and I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you, sir? What is wrong with you? Love Lizards. Love Lizards is weird, and I kind of get why it's forgotten. Like, the noise is crazy that these lizards be making. Like, I have vivid memories of playing it, and it's not fun. Not fun at all. Drummer Duel. I'm assuming no one knows what this is. Honestly, I forgot about this one too, and I've played the DS one at least like 4 or 5 times. And I did not remember this one existed. Probably because it's kind of just there and no one talks about it. Like, it's just drumming. It's a fine game. It's just you know, not my favorite, nor anyone else's apparently. Splashdown. I think that this is a fine game. Like, I actually like this one. I like the music from Splashdown. I think it's cute, but no one knows what it is, nor do they talk about it. Like, it's really, really sad, actually. Space Soccer, anybody? Like, I forgot this game existed. Like, literally, I remember almost every single one of the games from Rhythm Heaven DS, except Space Soccer. I freaking looked at this, and I was like, what? What is this? I literally told my sisters, like, I don't even remember what this game is. And I highly doubt anyone else knows what it is either. So, if you like Space Soccer and it's your favorite game, in the words of Reggie,
what's wrong with you?
Rockers. I feel like some people remember what Rockers is, but I don't. Actually, I do remember what this game is. I just hate this game. Oh my gosh, I think this game is so bad that it's funny, actually. And I hate it. That's it. I just hate it. It's not a fun one at all. You can obviously like this game, but I don't. I think it's bait. And it's just mostly annoying because of the DS controls, which that is a topic for another time about these DS controls. But yeah, I don't think much people talk about Rockers or Rockers 2 for that much. So no. Let's move on to the best Rhythm Heaven game like ever, Rhythm Heaven Fever. I would say there's not many forgotten Rhythm Heaven Fever games because I feel like this is the most talked about Rhythm Heaven game in general. But I'm sure there's at least a one that I can mention, or maybe two that I can mention, that no one talks about as much as I think they should. Shrimp Shuffle. I love Shrimp Shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 together. Excuse me. Best minigame. I love it's not the best, but I love this minigame. Genuinely, this is stuck in my head like all of the time. I think about it all the time. Anytime I count to 3, I just think of 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 together. This game ruined my brains, okay? Like, hear me out. It ruined my brain. But that's okay. Next, I'd say Tap Trope. I tend to call this game Tall Tappers because I think they're called the Tall Tappers, and I think this game is really, really funny. So, if you don't remember this game, I don't know how many people do, but I do like this game. Tap Trope got a special place in my heart, mainly because of how angry the guys get when you mess up, man. It's just good. Catch of the Day. I know a lot of people do know what this game is, but I'm just gonna mention it because I don't hear many people talk about it as much as I would think. But Catch of the Day is the fishing, like the only fishing rhythm game in all of Rhythm Heaven. And I think of the freaking bluefish all of the time. Like, that guy haunts me. Last but not least, that I genuinely think is the most forgotten minigame is Donk Donk. If you're like, Donk Donk, I understand. Donk Donk is the most, like, carpal tunnel inducing game I've ever freaking played. And I think this one honestly deserves more respect from how freaking weird it is. Like, the description is like, this game is weird. Like, these guys are weird. And it's just like, these guys is like how they're described because, what is happening here? Oh, I love Donk Donk, and I think everyone should give Donk Donk a try, but you know, it's fine. It's fine that you forgot about Donk Donk. Like, it's fine. Let's move on to Megamix. Megamix has a lot of games that are repeats of other Rhythm Heaven games, so there's not going to be many I can sit here and say are forgotten that are original, but like, I guess I could mention like maybe 2, if there's even that many. Fruit Ball. I don't think I've ever heard a person be like, I like Fruit Ball. What are you? Why do you like Fruit Ball? Blue Bear. I actually like this one a lot, but I don't ever see a single soul mention that this game even exists. So, you know, I love that. I love that, man. I do. Tongue lashing. This game is weird, so I'm not really surprised that people kind of like decided to maybe never talk about it again. Like I said, I'm not saying these are all completely forgotten. This is just from all the research I can see of these games, and I don't see a lot of these games talked about, and this is one of them. Tongue lashing is just weird. Like, the music's weird, and it is just weird. I like it though. I'm not gonna lie. I can play it. It's pretty good. Maybe Sumo Brothers, but I might be stretching with that one. I've never heard anyone talk about it either, but I feel like a lot of games from Megamix, there just wasn't that many in general. Like, new games, there wasn't that many, so I guess that's probably why I don't often hear them talked about. They're overshadowed by the other games. But since we're finished with all that, let's talk about the endless games real quickly. So in Rhythm Tengoku, they have 4. They have Mr. Upbeat, then you have Sick Beats, Quiz Show, for some reason, and Mannequin Kojo. In Rhythm Heaven DS, you have Coin Toss, Shoot 'em Up, Tunnel. I don't know what Tunnel is. I think that's when you just like hit the car, right? I'm pretty sure it is. Samurai Slice, Glass Tappers, and Rhythm Move Dungeon, which sounds interesting. I've never had 27 medals in that game, but maybe one day I will, and I'll actually mess around with some of these games. I think the reason why a lot of the endless games are forgotten is because like no one wants to waste time on them. I don't know. Maybe. I'm just saying, maybe that is so. Well, in Rhythm Heaven Fever, the Japanese one, they have Wake Up Caller, Munchie Monk, Lady Cupid, and Manzai, which Manzai is really funny because it's actually based off of Japanese, like, comedic duos, stand-up comedy, and I think it's really, really funny. In the English one, aka the one that everyone in America and Europe played, they have Mr. Upbeat, Wake Up Caller, Munchie Monk, and Lady Cupid. And because Rhythm Heaven Fever was honestly peak Rhythm Heaven, they had the 2-player endless games, which is Claptrap, Mochi Pounding, Kung Fu Ball, Pirate Crew, and Bossa Nova. Bossa Nova with 2 people sounds genuinely cursed, but hey, you do you. And last but not least, you have Rhythm Heaven Megamix. They have Coin Toss, Sick Beats, Charging Chicken, and Claptrap. I'm gonna say they have some of the lamer minigames, let's be honest. And that's about it. Do you think these games are forgotten, or am I just not in tune with the Rhythm Heaven fan base? Don't answer that, because the answer is, yeah, I'm not. But from my research, I don't see many people talking about these games. So, hey, I'm probably correct. And tell me, do you remember any of these games? Like Space Soccer? Like seriously, Space Soccer? And if you do, which ones are your favorite? Which ones would you like to see brought back in Rhythm Heaven Groove? And if you're interested in more Rhythm Heaven videos, give this video a like and subscribe to stay tuned to why Rhythm Heaven, the actual place in the game, is a dystopian nightmare.